really only the toughest name is Nuachuku, right?
Yeah. And Wukachuka.
And
Wukachuka is what he.
Wuka?
Yep, and Wuka. Hey, there you go. missed you. All right, and Wukachuka.
And Wukachuka.
And then Bornelis.
Bornelis?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bornelis. Shorty Bornelis. And that's really it as far as difficult. Travion. It's not Trayvon, like Trayvon.
Travion. Pronounce everything again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pronounce everything, yeah. Travion.
Are the Baezes related?
They're not.
No, they're, Charlotte and Orlando.
Yeah.
Just a coincidence.
And, in fact, I looked at that and saw that one of them had a brother and it wasn't named the other guy. So I said, maybe they're cousins or something. I didn't ask.
That's a common Hispanic last name, though.
Yeah.
So from what I've heard, you've done some play-by-play and you're okay at it.
Yeah.
And just, this is your trial.
Okay. I'll try. Well, I'm glad it's not radio only. I'm glad there's some video. Because I don't know.
I mean, we kind of mix it between. We know they're seeing it, but we know there's no replays and no tight shots. And so you gotta give them a little more.
Yeah, it would be nice if, for instance, if when we interviewed Rachel Warden, if there was somebody up there to zoom into her.
Yes.
And I doubt that happened.
No, there was nobody up there. I'll bring that up to Tom, though.
Yeah. If we're going to do that, we should have them focus on zoom in.
Yeah.
I think that would be a nice touch.
And promoting it is good, too, so that
right.
people know. Some might hang around.
Yeah.
I'll ask at halftime if they win, if Tom wants to send someone over.
All right. I don't think you're going to have to worry.
You think they'll win? Oh, no.
I don't know. This team is so goofy. I mean, they've got players that should be really good.
I know.
But I'm afraid what they said to us early on is they need Marcel Robinson to be a big-time scorer to win.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you're putting that's a hard thing. I'm not sure he's ever going to be the guy you.
I don't know if they told him that and he's feeling it or what.
Maybe.
Michael is up there.
Okay.
So what was Justin sort of saying? They don't really need Shelton and Marijan on the floor at the same time? Two bigs at the same time?
Marijan and Marcel,
he said it puts Marcel in an awkward spot.
Yeah. Maybe they only want one big out there.
Well, that's why
with Marcel out there to shoot.
Either Shelton or Marijan.
Yeah. Ready to turn up the anthem?
welcome to Sunshine State Conference basketball, men's basketball between the Lynn University Fighting Knights and the University of Tampa Spartans. Hi, everybody. Scott Lynn along with Jack Ike, and it's time for a big game between two teams that have sub-500 records, and it's big because both of these teams are digging themselves a little bit of a hole, Jack, that they don't want to have to try to dig themselves out of.
Well, the Spartans started 0-3 in conference play, and not the start they wanted, obviously. And the Lynn Fighting Knights, not much better at 1-2, and both teams have losing records overall. Tampa at 3-4, Lynn at 2-3, and at the moment they're sitting in the bottom half of the Sunshine State Conference.
Tampa has lost 4 of its last 5 games, coming off a 68-64 loss at St. Leo on Wednesday night, a game in which they made just 2 of 16 shots from beyond the arc. Meantime, Lynn won at Florida Tech Wednesday, 82-72. The bench outscoring Florida Tech 34-2, and Randy Bell came off the bench to score a career high or season high 24 points in just 23 minutes, made 5 of 8 from downtown. Let's check the starting lineups first for the Lynn Fighting Knights. Number 2 is Jamal Palmer, a 6'2" guard, junior, out of Delray Beach, Florida. Brandon Bornelis is the freshman point guard out of Pompano Beach, Florida. Went to TSA Prep. He has scored in double figures the last 3 games. In his first career start last Wednesday night, he had 10 points and a career high 6 assists. Number 24, Rashid Worrell, a redshirt junior, 6'8", 220. Played at Bowling Green 2 seasons. He was there 3 years. This is his first year at Lynn. Ryan Peterson, first year at Lynn as well, out of Pace University, Division II school. He played there the last 2 years, averaged almost 15 points a game last season for Pace University. He is averaging 15.4 points for the Lynn Fighting Knights, 6'6", 195. And then the redshirt junior, 6'8", 255, Kevin O'Brien, out of Miami, Florida. Spent 1 year at Santa Fe College. He's in his second year as a starter at Lynn. The starting lineup for Tampa, number 2, Duke Shelton, 6'8", 215, the senior from Ocala, out of Vanguard High School, averaging 13 points and a team-high 13.4 rebounds per game. Also leads the team in block shots at 1.6. 25 career double-doubles for Duke Shelton. At the point, Freddie Ibrahim, 6'3", 170, the junior, 2-year starter, and in his second year as a starter, out of Mississauga, Ontario. Freddie Ibrahim averaging 5.6 points and 1.9 steals, tops on the team. Marcel Robinson out of Jamaica, Heritage High School. Marcel, 6'5", 220, senior, as Tampa wins the tip and will have the first opportunity today. Also, number 25 with the basketball, Pat Bacon, the junior, out of Indianapolis, Indiana, Lawrence North High School. Ibrahim goes to the corner. Pat Bacon drives baseline, scoops it up and in, and the Spartans have the lead. Also starting for Tampa is Nikola Marajan, 7'1" center, out of Serbia, 7'1", 245 junior. Played at the University of South Alabama the last 2 years, where he started 11 games. And the Spartans with a steal. They have numbers. Ibrahim takes it to the rack, lost the handle, out of bounds. Turnover on the 2-on-1 break.
Well, one of the things you have to watch early with the Spartans is Nick Marajan. He's a good player, but he'll usually pick up 2 fouls within 5 to 10 minutes and then sits for pretty long duration the rest of the half, and sometimes doesn't even come back into the games in the second half.
He has had some foul trouble. They said he played very well Wednesday night, played very aggressively, had 7.6 rebounds in 18 minutes at St. Leo, and now Bacon with a steal. Lost the handle again, picks it up. He's in trouble, gets it out on top. Ibrahim says, let's run the offense.
Kind of a sloppy start for Lynn.
And there's Marcel Robinson to the basket. No good. I think it's going to be an offensive foul or over the back as he went to get the rebound. In any case, it's going to be no points for Tampa, and it will be Lynn ball.
And quickly, the Spartans making a substitution as they're not wasting any time to get Freddie Ibrahim out of the game. Not sure if that turnover is what precipitated that, but they did make a change and got Mekhi Biffle in.
And Biffle goes down and blows the layup.
Got too far under.
After the turnover at the other end. So Lynn is still looking for its first field goal attempt. And they have 3 turnovers so far. Four turnovers.
Wow.
Here goes Bacon. Coast to coast. Determined, lays it up, and he's fouled. He'll shoot free throws. The foul.
Continuing to be sloppy. The foul is going to be on Bornelis.
Bornelis, yep.
But Lynn, I don't even think has gotten the ball inside the arc yet.
Just awful awful offense thus far. 4 straight times they've turned the ball over, but Tampa has 2 turnovers of its own. Free throws coming here for Pat Bacon. Team's leading scorer, 22.9 points a game. Also the leading assist man, 3.7. And he makes the free throw. Has
3 Spartans, sorry.
Go ahead.
3 Spartans averaging in double digits, with Bacon at 22.9, Marcel Robinson 12.6, and Duke Shelton at 13. Though some of the problems this year have been offensive.
Tampa 1 of 2 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line, a 4-0 lead here early on. This is Bornelis working on Bacon. Behind the screen, still working off the dribble. On top to Palmer. Palmer gives it down to Bornelis. Into the corner to Peterson. He goes it down inside. To the basket is Worrell. And they're going to say no. Blocking foul.
And Nick picked up the first. And took them less than 2 minutes. You know, you're just a marked man when you're 7 feet and no one else is looking you in the eye.
Yeah.
It's just,
there's nowhere to hide when you're 7-1.
And it's almost like the refs kind of assume you must have fouled. And he probably did, but still, some of them are ticky-tack fouls.
Lynn has the numbers on the back, and then they have little numbers on the front.
12-point font on the front.
Yeah, it's very difficult to read from the front side. 3-point shot by Bornelis is off the iron, no good. Shelton up over the top and whistle on a foul on Lynn, going for the rebound. Couldn't see who the foul was on. Officials will double check here. Coach O'Brien.
Marajan will trigger off the press.
Makai Biffle is in the game. He takes the inbounds pass. Biffle waves Marajan and says, get on out of here.
No, I think that says a lot about Marajan and his ability to see the court, too, that they want him to trigger off the press. It's not always you want your center to be doing that.
Marcel Robinson now. Double team. Gets it. Shelton inside. Marajan overthrew him. Right through the hands. Wasn't a bad pass. Marajan just didn't seem to be looking for it up high like that.
I think we're playing hockey because we're changing lines.
We have a line change. Michael Baez, number 0, is coming into the game. Also, Randy Bell, the aforementioned, had the big game against Florida Tech. 24 points in 23 minutes. Number 5, Randy Bell. Also,
sub 5.
Yeah. Nwukachuka is in. Kenneth Nwukachuka out of Nigeria. He is number 22.
Alan Baez, if you didn't say him.
Yep, that's the other one.
And Michael Baez.
And there's the 3-point shot. Randy Bell comes off the bench and launches first points of the game for Lynn. Watch Randy Bell. He averaged 23 points a game, 10th best in Division II basketball last year at Holy Family.
14-6 at the moment for Lynn, second leading scorer next to Ryan Peterson
Biffle
at 15-4.
Picks it up.
Anthony Gamble into the Spartan lineup.
Just going to mention that as well. Here comes Bacon. 2-man game. No, skip pass. It goes to the corner. Marcel Robinson. That's the nice 3-pointer.
We need that.
Marcel needs that.
Yes.
Again, they had a tough shooting night at St. Leo on Wednesday. It's 7-3. Just over 3 minutes into this one. Both teams believe that they are better than their records indicate right now. Michael Baez gives it out on top to Alan Baez. They are not related, by the way, or at least not brothers.
Yes. Ooh, Bacon is plowed under.
Yeah, that was Nwukachuka with the solid pick that was actually an offensive foul.
Not only did the pick, but then he kind of accentuated it by pushing Bacon out of the way.
Ibrahim comes in for Bacon. We can see Tampa going a little smaller here. Anytime Nick Marajan sits down, you're going smaller. On top to Marcel Robinson. A whistle and a foul. I think Darius James, who's checked in, picked up the personal.
That is correct.
It is his first. 4th team foul.
We were talking that its offense has been the problem for the Spartans. They average 76 points a game. They're averaging only 61 in conference play.
Ibrahim picked up by Alan Baez out near center court. Ibrahim driving down the lane.
Oh,
through the lob. It looked like Duke Shelton was picked off.
He had his movement impeded.
He did. That would have been pass interference. Now we have an offensive foul going the other way. And again, this is Nwukachuka with a screen. And Jeff Price, the head coach of the Fighting Knights, wants an explanation because that's back-to-back offensive fouls on the pick. Price made his return as Lynn's men's basketball coach in April of 2013. Took a sub-500 team to an NCAA Sweet 16 squad. He was the initial coach of this program way back when they started basketball.
Who says you can't come home?
You can come home again.
Is that it? Can't come home? Can't go home? Come home, I think it is.
Marcel Robinson, Duke Shelton.
Drag the foot. I don't know. Does it feel a little chippy so far?
Well, it's a little erratic.
Erratic, maybe that's the word, yeah.
With 11 turnovers in the first 4 minutes and 2 seconds total. 6 for Lynn and 5 for Tampa. 15:58 left here in the first half. Tampa 7, Lynn 3. You're watching TampaSpartans.tv.
And some great sponsors. Buffalo Wild Wings. It's not whether you win or lose, it's where you celebrate the game. Buffalo Wild Wings, located at 1625 East 7th Avenue in Ybor City. Happy to welcome UT fans after the game. And the DoubleTree by Hilton Tampa Airport, West Shore. Book a beautiful room or suite at our newly renovated Tampa DoubleTree. It's on Cypress Avenue, just a few minutes from UT. And Krispy Kreme for generations has been serving delicious donuts and coffee. Visit the nearest Krispy Kreme. It's on West Kennedy, just down the street from the UT campus. Krispy Kreme serving hot donuts right now.
In case you weren't with us earlier this afternoon, the Tampa women defeated Lynn 77-59. Rachel Warden scored a career-high 23 points, making 7 of 9 shots from downtown. Also, Karma Jeremy had a near triple-double, 11 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds. And there were a number of players, a season high as well for Cody, Lauren Cody.
Yep. Well-played game, and we've mentioned it a few times when you watch the Tampa women play. Anyone could step up to be the star. There isn't one person you can watch out for.
That's right. Rachel Warden was the post-game guest here, and you asked her, "Do you know what you did today?" She's like, "No, tell me. Tell me the
She knew she'd played well.
Yeah, absolutely. Lynn with the basketball, down 4, 7-3, 15:50 left. Driving in is Baez, gets it out on top. Here's Bell for 3. Back of the iron, no good. Tipped up a couple of times, and it goes out of bounds. We see Malik Tunk is in. Number
from
23.
Montauban, France, by way of Garrett College. It's a junior college. I believe it's in the northeast near Maryland.
Trying to inbound. They do get it to Michael Baez. He gives it on top to Bell. On the far side, now driving the lane, and now stolen. Marcel Robinson, coast to coast, left-handed, up and in.
He was bound and determined he was going to get that. There was no one to pass to, so he just said, I'm taking it.
Sometimes there's nobody to pass to if Marcel has the ball, no matter what.
This is true.
He loves to score, and there's a whistle and a foul. A hold. I believe.
So Richard Schmidt getting ready to bring in 2 new players, Alberto Moreno and Pat Bacon back in the lineup, but I don't know what this says, but he has been very willing to go deep in his bench, and we're not even 5 minutes in.
Tunk and Ibrahim sit down.
Of course, Jeff Price switched lines.
Yeah, he brought in
2.5 minutes into the game.
Worrell is back in for them. To the basket goes Bell, and he misses right at the rim. No good, and a whistle and a foul on the scramble for the ball. That'll be the 4th team foul. Moreno picking up his first.
Now, I used to do hockey broadcasting up in Wisconsin, so I was ready for the line change.
I don't know how hockey announcers do it. I don't know how you did that, Jack. I've called almost every sport, but I always refused a hockey assignment because I could not possibly.
Well, the one thing that happens in hockey is most teams have 3 lines. So you have to know 15 players. You know, with basketball, you've got 13 players. But you're only going to see, there's 5 on the floor at a time, but you're only going to see 7 or 8 usually, unless it's a blowout. 15 are going to play in hockey at any given moment.
Michael Baez with the miss, and Alberto Moreno comes down with the rebound. He brings it across center court, and the Spartans will set it up.
And that's 15 just on one side, so you've got 30 to be prepared for.
Foul whistled on Michael Baez, trying to deny Duke Shelton post position. This is the 6th team foul. So here
we're only 5:17 into the game.
Yeah, it means free throws.
Spartans are keeping pace, though. They've got 4.
Been a lot of whistles. You talked about it being chippy. There's certainly. Here's Marcel for 3. He knocks it down. Marcel Robinson is 2 for 2 from beyond the arc, and it's Tampa 12, Lynn 3. Cornelis back in the game. Shot from 3 is good.
Has an answer.
Cornelis knocking down. He is their best three-point shooter percentage-wise, and now
Marcel missing.
Marcel missing the 3.
Missing a layup.
Or layup, rather. Sorry. And Cornelis is now 6 of 9 from downtown this season. A little fall-away jumper, nicely done by Rashid Worrell, coming off a 9.10 rebound game at Florida Tech Wednesday.
Averaging a little over 8.5 a game.
And a team-high 7.8 rebounds as well. Gamble gives it up to Marcel Robinson. On top to Moreno now. Moreno, Bacon comes off the pick. Doesn't get the pass. Moreno keeps the dribble. They zip it around the other side. It's Marcel Robinson. To the cutting Duke Shelton. And the shot
from behind.
Wow. Fouled.
Nice pass by Marcel.
Darius James, number 1.
You know, early in the season, people were saying the Spartans will go as Duke and Nick go, the 2 big guys. And I said, you know what? I think a lot of it has to do with Marcel Robinson. If he's hot, this team seems to, everybody gets hot.
The foul was on Michael Baez, his second.
Substitution.
13-8.
Bringing in Kevin O'Brien, who's already, I believe, been in.
Yeah, one of the starters, number 33. Duke makes both free throws. It is now 14-8. Checking in is Franz Pinard, out of France.
No, he's local.
I know, he is. I'm kidding. It feels like
from France.
I know, it feels like he should be, right?
Yes.
But he's from Arlington, Massachusetts. And I
shouldn't say he was local. He's U.S.
Yeah. All perspective, right? Bell gets it inside. It looks like they want to try to get to work on Shelton. Skip pass over for Cornelis.
He's not
misses
shy.
The 3. No good.
Yeah, I just think with the number of players that Richard Schmidt is running in and out, he's looking to see who wants to be on the court.
You could very well be right. Looking for something positive. The game on Wednesday night had to be a little frustrating.
4-point loss at St. Leo.
Duke Shelton.
But one thing that's happened in conference play is Spartans get behind early. Ooh.
Floater, no good.
12-footer from 9.
Moreno overshot the hoop by a bit. Here comes Bell to the basket. Scoop off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound, Worrell tips it back in, but it goes to Pat Bacon. Bacon trying to go coast to coast. Lost the handle, and he's fouled.
He lost the handle because he was fouled.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
14-8 the score. 12:29 left in the half. Pat Bacon to the line. Bacon shoots more free throws and makes more than anybody on this team. 63.
18 of 18 earlier this season right here on this floor.
That'll get you. That'll improve your percentage.
You know, he had a great freshman year, conference freshman of the year. Last year he got hurt. He broke a bone in his foot. And, I mean, he not only sat out for a while, but, you know, just he wasn't in game shape because he sat out. He was out for at least a month. And he really never got back to his freshman year. And this year he's able to come in healthy and really is kind of taken over.
It was 1-1. He made the first, so we'll get the second. And that one rolls around and down.
Climbed over the rim.
Yeah. 16-8. The Spartans have doubled the score on the Knights. Cornelis on top to O'Brien. He now hands off. Here's Bell, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Anthony Gamble. 15 foul, so it'll be Lynn's ball on the near sideline. First foul on Gamble. Cornelis to inbound.
Franz Pinard jumped on the ground looking over why there was no call.
3-point shot, no good. Tipped up and around, out of bounds. It'll be Tampa basketball.
But the good thing there is Franz Pinard got involved in the action, got back up on his feet.
Ryan Peterson has some blood on his arm, and I think he's saying he was fouled on the shot moments ago. But there's some blood that he says they need to take care of. He made it got the attention of Jeff Price, who got the officials' attention, so we have a momentary delay. Ryan Peterson, who's being worked on in front of the bench, again leading the team in scoring at 15.4 points. He had a tough night, though, at Florida Tech. Was 0 of 7 from beyond the arc. Did have 9 points and 4 rebounds, but he had a 22-point game. Actually, he's done it twice this season in SSE play against Nova Southeastern and against Rollins. Inbounded and nearly stolen. Moreno managed to pick it up. We heard Anthony Gamble down in front of us go, "Get out of there." You're nearly double teamed. Moreno gives it up. And
I tell you what, and that did go off Tampa. Even just handoffs are contested so far early in this game.
Nothing coming easily at all. And there's timeout on the floor, so we'll take a break as well. 11:54 left in the half. It's Tampa 16, Lynn 8 on TampaSpartans.tv.
And the Outpost, we could pretty much walk over there from here, located at the edge of campus on Kennedy. The Outpost offers an affordable classic menu. If you're a loyal Tampa Spartan fan, come post up at the Outpost. Sailport Waterfront Suites in Tampa, Tampa's only all-waterfront, all-suite resort. It's located on beautiful Rocky Point Island, just minutes from UT. And University Dining Services by Sodexo allows you to choose from 27 dining stations. They serve breakfast, lunch, dinner, late night, and snacks. It is the official concessionaire of UT Athletics. Sodexo Campus Dining. Visit the UT website and check dining services for variety and hours.
A total of 13 turnovers in the first 8 minutes and change. 16-8 the score, Tampa on top. Tampa shooting 4 of 7 from the floor, 57%, have made both of their three-point tries. Marcel Robinson connecting on both. They're 6 of 6 from the charity stripe. Meantime, Lynn is just 3 of 10 from the floor, 2 of 6 from downtown. A total of 13 fouls have been whistled here early on. Again, kind of a sloppy start on both sides, but Tampa likes where they are on the scoreboard, up 16-8.
But between breaks on these timeouts, DJ MC White spinning the Christmas carols.
That's very nice. DJ White, one of the best in the business. That young fella knows how it's done.
His future's ahead of him.
We can say that about most student athletes here at UT. Into the corner goes Peterson. Gets it out on top. O'Brien for 3. He knocks it down. He was just 2 of 13 from downtown before that one. But that one looked pretty good. Tampa loses the ball. It was deflected into the backcourt.
No, I think it should stay Tampa's ball. Yes, it does.
They're saying that Bell...
It did. It was
Bell got a
deflected off a Lynn player.
Yeah, the far official, the one who was right in front of us here on the near side, actually did not see the ball get tipped, so he had called it over and back. Now he wants to go over and talk and say, I really didn't see that. But
though the Spartans really need to value the possession a little more.
Well, now I think they're going to talk about, well, okay, they're going to give it to Tampa. I thought for a minute they might talk about whether there was possession in the front court and then, they had regained possession and then lost it back in. But anyway, it is Tampa ball. Bacon takes the inbound from Duke Shelton, who goes to the high post. Oh boy, and another turnover for Tampa to the basket, and a missed layup by Peterson.
They're going to get Alberto Moreno with the foul. Looked like he might have had the block. Pat Bacon coming out immediately. That pass was telegraphed, emailed, Instagram, you name it.
This is the thing that I think frustrates the heck out of Richard Smith and Justin Pekka. You talk about in practice, we got to take care of the ball. We've got to make sure, prize every possession. And, lackadaisical soft passes are just not acceptable. And Pat is not coming out. It's going to be Moreno that comes out.
Pat actually went and sat down, and they're like, you're not out.
Yeah. Ibrahim checks in. He comes in for Moreno. Alberto actually had some struggles with the basketball. Even though he didn't officially turn the ball over,
yes,
he still, nothing was smooth, seemingly.
No, you are correct.
Free throws good at 16-12. Duke Shelton gets the ball inbound to Pinard. Now it's to Bacon. Bacon picked up by Peterson. Gets it over to Pinard. Now Marcel to the basket. Tries to pass. Just should have shot it. Duke Shelton was going for a rebound, and now a near turnover, and does Tampa come away with it? Yes. Marcel Robinson just not very clean.
You're not going to get style points tonight.
No.
from any of the judges.
That's right. 15 turnovers so far. Nope, 16 turnovers so far in this game. We're not even midway through.
8 apiece.
Marcel Robinson to the line after being fouled by Kevin O'Brien. He'll shoot a couple. O'Brien picks up the personal, his second. You look at all the fouls. You got Baez. Michael Baez has 2. Bornelos has 2.
3 players with 2 fouls.
And Mukachuka has 2. And now O'Brien becomes the 4th Lynn player with 2. And as far as Tampa's concerned, you got just 1 player with 2. That's Moreno. Marcel.
He's in double digits in 9 minutes.
He has 10. And Tampa has 18 and a 6-point lead. 10:35 left here in the half. Now Palmer gets it on top to Kevin O'Brien. O'Brien to Bell. Back to O'Brien. O'Brien drives, kicks to Bell. He's got an open 3. And he hits the back of the iron and a whistle on a foul going for the rebound. It's going to be Lynn over the top. So free throws coming. And this is the 10th foul. So it's 2. The bonus is in effect.
Marcel Robinson will go to the line.
Marcel last season scored a career-high 33 points against Rollins. No, it's going to be Pat Bacon actually going to the line.
Okay.
But going back to what you said earlier, Marcel is a key.
I think so.
He's had a 23-point game against Kaiser when he was 5 of 10 from downtown, but that's the only time he's shot at least 50% from beyond the arc. There's been a lot of 1 of 4s, 0 of 3, those kinds of numbers from downtown as Bacon hits both to give Tampa the 8-point lead. Largest lead has been 9.
Tampa 10 of 10 from the line. I know I'm not supposed to bring that up, but...
No, I'm glad you did. A little jumper by Palmer is no good, and Bacon pulls down the rebound, and he's off to the races. In a hurry, tries a step-through move, whistle foul. He drew the foul, and Jeff Price says, come on, you're bailing him out. Price steps on the court, and now a technical is actually called on the floor by Bell. It could easily have been on the coach. Jeff Price took 2 steps right out onto the floor to argue the call, but Bell drew the attention prior to...
what happened there is Pat Bacon had 2 guys, 1 on each side of him, just split the difference, and I think he just knew if he didn't get the shot, he's going to get fouled. And it's happened about 3 or 4 times in this game, and I think the players and Jeff Price were kind of like, they continue to do this. I don't think that we're really following them. They're plowing into us, initiating the contact.
Yeah.
It's not like it was a charge because they were kind of glancing blows, but when it's off to the side and you've got 2 players, that's what happens.
And Jeff Price spent this entire time for that first free throw talking to Randy Bell, basically saying, look, let me do the talking to the official.
All right, so Bacon hits 1 of 2, but now he's shooting the 2 free throws for the foul.
Rattles that one down. Again, a moment ago, the first miss of the night for Tampa Spartan, but they are 12 of 13, and Bacon is now 9 of 10. I had to hold off on that because he rolled it off the front of the iron. So he makes 3 out of 4 during that trip to the line.
11-point lead now.
11 points in 9 minutes for Bacon. 10 points in 8 minutes for Marcel Robinson. They have accounted for most of the scoring here.
All but 2.
On top to Marcel Robinson. Looking at Bacon on this side. Now gives to Bacon out on top. A lot of time on the shot clock. 15 seconds and counting. Bacon dribbles into a double team. Gives to Ibrahim for 3. He's fouled as he scores from downtown. Oh, a chance for a 4-point play.
Wow. Freddie doesn't shoot that much from deep. 20% on 3-pointers.
Just his 3rd make of the season. Just
he was 3 for 14 coming in.
Yeah.
Is that right? 3 for 3 for 14. Is that right?
I had 2 of 10, but maybe I have the wrong number.
I have trouble reading these stats, and I thought I deciphered it at 3 for 14.
I'll double check here too because I did print it out. Ibrahim, 2 of 10. No, 2 of 10 is
2 of 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now 3 of 11.
So the 20% was right. I'm not sure how they came up with that.
But the numbers are itty-bitty. I know exactly what you're saying. When I was copying from my notes, I actually left them on the screen as the free throws missed.
Nice job, Duke Shelton, tipping it out.
Gets it out to Bacon. And now Duke looks for a teammate. Gives it to Pat Bacon. That's going to be an
foul on Pat.
Yep. Threw out his arm. That was a good defensive play by Travion Henry, the redshirt senior, 5'11", guard out of Lauderdale Lakes, Florida. He was a football player, number 4, out there in the blue. Played at Northwestern, was a starting safety at Northwestern.
I saw Northwestern. I didn't know if there was a Northwestern high school in Lauderdale Lakes.
Evanston. Evanston, Illinois. He played at Northwestern.
I do remember him from last year, now that you think of
Henry. He looked like a safety, jumping right into the passing lane, didn't he? Drew the charge. We see Marijan is back in the game for Tampa. Backing down was Worrell. Now to the basket. There he is. He wasn't the quarterback at Northwestern. As that shot was no good. It's a held ball, and it'll be arrow to Lynn. 9:03 left here in the half. 26-12. Spartans with their largest lead, and now scramble around the basket on the floor. Good hustle and a nice save there. Nicely done by O'Brien on the floor. Gives his team another possession. And now a chance for 3 free throws coming, and that was Marcel Robinson, and he's got to be careful or he's going to get a tee. He said, I didn't foul him. I didn't touch him.
It's his second foul regardless of the lobbying efforts.
Marcel is telling the official, I went through at an angle.
He may not have, but it looked bad.
It did look bad.
Yes.
It did look like contact had been made. And now we see Makai Biffle is going to come back in for Marcel. Marcel saying, hey, that's my second foul. I've got to sit down now. So 3 free throws coming up for Ryan Peterson. He's an 88% shooter on the season, 14 of 16 coming in. He averaged at Pace University last year 14.7 points per game and made 68 three-pointers, which was the team high at Pace, which is a Division II school. So we have a little mop-up duty going on.
Nick Marijan doing some custodial work.
8:52 left as Peterson goes to the line for 3.
Kind of an awkward-looking shot there. I don't know if he shot it the way he wanted to. It kind of looked like he shot put it toward. Yeah.
Kind of choked it off. The follow-through certainly wasn't there.
Similar, though.
So far, we haven't seen evidence of that good free throw shooting style that allowed him to make 14 of his first 16. He's missed the first 2 here. So the foul by Robinson only cost them 1 point, not the potential 3. Inbound, Ibrahim. Puts it on top to Biffle. Biffle, Ibrahim thought about coming into the middle. Now he's got to get it across and does. Now Bacon. To the corner it goes. A 3-point shot is no good by Gamble. Lynn with it going the other way now. To the basket. Peterson with the left hand. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2 more.
Most likely on Marijan, and he picks up his second foul.
Moments ago, Peterson made just 1 of 3. He goes to the line for 2 more right now. His first year at Lynn. He has certainly provided some scoring punch. 6'6", 195 pounds out of Wethersfield, Connecticut. Makes the first. If you are the Peterson family and you're watching in Connecticut, let's just have you talk to Ryan. He'll tell you how nice the weather is today here in Florida.
80 and no clouds.
No clouds and 80.
The humidity's down.
It is. Duke Shelton is back in.
No, it's supposed to plunge to 66 by Thursday for the high.
Yeah, the cold wave coming in.
Plunge, operative word.
The local residents call it bitter when it gets down to the mid-60s.
Yes.
26-15 after the free throws. Biffle to the corner goes and back to Biffle. Ibrahim wants the basketball.
You know, people in the north talk about it's 10 below 0. Down here, they'll be like it's 14 degrees below 80.
Duke Shelton pulls it out. 10 on the shot clock. Gets it out on top to Ibrahim. Defended by Peterson. 5 on the shot clock. Ibrahim lobs it to Duke Shelton to the basket. Nice defensive play. The ball blocked. Tampa comes away empty. Here's Jared Palmer. He is fouled going to the basket. 2 free throws coming now for Jamal Palmer. I think I said Jared Palmer. Jamal Palmer to the line. Palmer is 9 of 10 this season, but before he goes to the line, we'll have a timeout. 7:56 left in the half. Tampa 26, Lynn 15 on the SSC Digital Network.
It is.
And TampaSpartans.tv.
Florida Orthopedic Urgent Care. Let's give it up to the Spartans team of physicians of the Florida Orthopedic Institute, Florida's largest orthopedic group. And give it up to Dr. Selman and Gasser and their sports medicine team. They keep our players active and safe on and off the field with their ortho urgent care just minutes away in South Tampa. The Bay Harbor Hotel, located at 7700 West Courtney Campbell Causeway in Tampa, offers a discount rate to all UT supporters and guests. The Bay Harbor Hotel on the Courtney Campbell Causeway, or as we call it, the CCC. Do we call it that?
I've heard you call it that.
I do. I'm the only one. My sister and I actually call it the Courtney Cox Causeway.
Oh, because of the actress?
The actress from Friends.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sure she'd be honored if it was renamed in her honor.
Yes. I used to tell people that Camp Randall up in Madison, Wisconsin was named after Tony Randall. I'm like, really? Did he go here?
Yeah. Oh, my.
I said, no, I'm joking.
You were hanging out with some real suckers, weren't you?
Yes, I was. As long as it made me feel smarter, I'd stay hanging around with them.
Okay. He's Jack Ike. I'm Scott Lynn. We'll be here all week, everybody. Please tip your waitress. 26-15 is the score. Tampa on top of Lynn. Lynn has gone about 3 minutes, well over 3 minutes and 40 seconds without a field goal. They've made just one of their last 7 shots from the field. They have gotten to the charity stripe a little bit here lately. That foul, by the way, was on Gamble, his second. So a couple of free throws coming up for Jamal Palmer. He was injured in the middle of last season, ended up playing in 18 games as he misses the first free throw. I mentioned he was 90% shooter right before the break, right? Yep.
You said that about O'Brien, too, didn't you?
Yeah, I think I did. He was 88 or something.
They're 4 of 8 from the line.
Peterson, that's who it was. Peterson, 88%. He missed a couple there. Boy, both of those were no good. Duke Shelton goes high for the rebound. Makai Biffle with the ball. On top it goes, and now over to Ibrahim on the left side. Bacon off the pick. On top, they were looking for somebody to cut through. Back to Bacon. Spin move, fall away. Nope, gets it out on top. Shot by Gamble for 3. He knocks it down, set up by Pat Bacon.
That's Anthony Gamble's game. I mean, that's what he will offer when he comes into the Spartan lineup, is he's got to hit his shots, because that's the strength of his game.
14-point lead, matches the largest lead for Tampa, and that ball is going to be a whistle and a foul. Free throws coming again. Richard Schmidt, the Spartans head coach, looks out and says, why? Why foul him on that? That was a tough shot, high degree of difficulty. Let him take that shot.
Yep.
7:19 to play here in the half. Tampa up 14.
Yeah.
And Palmer
4 of 10 from the free throw line.
And Palmer's 0 for 3 after making 9 of 10 on the season coming into this game.
3 players coming in: Daniel Cooper, Randy Bell, and one more came in.
Let me see. Who was the other? Worrell came back. And now Palmer makes a free throw, and he just drops his head and says, finally.
Yep.
29-16. Spartans facing that full court pressure. Bacon on the dribble to the basket. Scoops up and in. Nice move by Pat Bacon.
He has 13 now.
Top scorer in the game. Lynn has no player with more than 4. Inside it goes. Worrell, jump hook off the iron. No, got his own tip up and in.
I don't know how they got the mismatch, but Pat Bacon was guarding Worrell there.
Biffle keeps the dribble, goes over to the left side. Now passes and a whistle, and
I think the Spartans got the timeout first. Yeah.
There was a timeout called from the bench from behind, and Jeff Price saw the Tampa player go in the air and come back down. He thought he had a turnover, but it's going to be a timeout on the floor with 6:43 left in the half. 31-18 Tampa on top of Lynn on TampaSpartans.tv.
Firehouse Subs. Our subs are made the firefighter way. They are served steaming hot and loaded with the finest fresh sliced meats and cheeses. Located at 2617 West Kennedy Boulevard. Firehouse, founded by firemen. And Mastro Subaru is your trusted Tampa Subaru dealer, located at 6402 West Hillsborough Avenue. At Mastro Subaru, our reputation rides with you.
So Tampa still with the basketball and 22 on the shot clock. 6:43 left in the half. The Spartans 3-4 overall, 0-3 in the Sunshine State Conference. They are 2-1 at home this season. Only had 3 games thus far on their home floor, this being the 4th. Freddie Ibrahim, junior guard, gets it on top to Biffle. Biffle looks, trying to get it to Gamble. Now he dribbles to the right side, puts Ibrahim down to the corner. 3-point shot off the front of the iron, no, and the rebound hauled in by Brandon Bornelis. Bornelis, the 5'11 guard, zips it in a hurry to Palmer for 3. Off the iron, no good. Tipped up, look who got it. Bell, up high off the glass and down. Offensive rebound, produces a couple of points. Spartans having a little difficulty with this press, but they do break it. We saw that in the women's game today as well, that Lynn pressed after makes, and it caused some problems, but really didn't lead to a lot of turnovers. Just delayed the team from getting into the offense. Now Duke Shelton down, right block, good. Off the glass and down, Duke Shelton.
I was looking to see if there were any other results from the conference for women's basketball. We know the Spartan women with an 17-point win today.
Whistle and a foul will send Rashid Worrell to the line. And the foul is going to be on Anthony Gamble. Gamble picks up his 3rd foul here at the 5:37 mark. And that's going to send Malik Tunk into the game after this first free throw attempt by Worrell. Worrell just a 50% shooter on the year. First shot, no good. Off the back of the iron. Tunk is in for Gamble, who sits down with the 3 personal fouls. Duke Shelton has 4 points and 4 rebounds. Bacon with 13 points, 9 of 10 from the charity stripe, also with 4 assists. 10 points for Robinson. He's made both of his 3-point tries. Bell leading the way for Lynn with 5 points. Boy,
they are struggling now.
Really struggling.
5 of 12 from the free throw line.
Yeah.
5 of 13.
Yeah. After that miss, it is 13 tries. And now, 10 seconds, there's the first turnover caused by the full court pressure.
They've been flirting with it a few times. Finally, it didn't happen.
Spartans showed great patience. Unfortunately, too much patience getting the ball across the floor. 10-second violation.
You really have to have an internal clock and know that you're getting close, and don't look back for your next pass.
Right. You can look at the opposite end of the shot clock. Once it gets to 20, that means you've expired your allotted time. This is Daniel Cooper giving it up to Bornelis. He gets it inside to Nwukachuka. No good. Rebound by Biffle. Here comes Bacon. He's not waiting for any pressure to pick up, and Bacon's shot is rejected.
Block.
Nice job by Nwukachuka. Sophomore, 6'9", 215 pounds, out of Grandview Prep.
You know, we're 15 minutes into this game, and there have been 14 made baskets.
Yeah.
Combined.
Not a lot. There's been a lot of free throws.
Yes.
Attempted, at least. Tampa's 13 of 15. The Knights are 5 of 13, as you mentioned. Here's Biffle driving on Bell. Out it goes. Tunk for 3. Off the iron. No good, but chased down by Bacon. New shot clock. Bacon will back it out and run a little clock. 4:40 left in the half. Tampa up by 13, 33-20. Bacon defended by Bornelis. Keeps his dribble on top. Tunk.
Try it again.
Another open 3. Again, it's short.
And another rebound.
Bacon again chases it down. Hey, 3rd time's the charm. Malik Tunk says, let me get another one. I will shoot it again. But no, Biffle says, I'll take it this time.
The back of the rim.
And there's Palmer getting the rebound for the Fighting Knights. They push it ahead in a hurry. This is Bell driving on Biffle. Now it stops. They give it up, and now driving to the basket in a pretty reverse, but he didn't get the lay-in.
Biffle got hit in the head.
Palmer also got hurt a little bit, and Bell knocks down the three-pointer. We have 2 injured players here. Both Biffle
hit each
and Palmer.
other.
Yeah.
Cranium to cranium there.
Yeah, Palmer put up a reverse and kind of an awkward shot. Now there's timeout called. 33-23 the score with 3:55 left, and because we have the whistle stopping play, there is a full timeout. We'll step aside for just a moment and hear from Jack about some of our fine sponsors.
All right, Embassy Suites Downtown is right in the heart of downtown Tampa, just a few blocks from campus across the river. So come stay in luxury at the Embassy Suites Downtown, 513 South Florida Avenue in Tampa. And also the Press Box. What a great place to watch games. I'd go there tonight, but I'm going home to watch Wisconsin, Ohio State, Big Ten Championship.
You're watching because you have that at your home.
I have that at my home.
Okay.
Yes.
So you don't have to go there tonight.
Tampa's favorite place to watch the big game and party, the Press Box, 222 Southdale Mabry. Though we have gone there a number of times to watch some big Badger games.
I remember when we first started working together, we went to the Press Box after one of the games. Well, Tampa's missed its last 4 field goal attempts, and Lynn continues to hang around. Again, not the prettiest game. There have been 18 turnovers, 10 for Tampa, 8 for Lynn. Rebounds pretty even. Tampa with a 14-13 advantage. Tampa shooting 44%, 8 of 18. And Lynn's just 33%, 7 of 21. But Lynn is 4 of 10 from beyond the arc. Tampa's 4 of 9. Both shooting 40% or better. That's pretty good.
Well, the thing to look at right now is Tampa's made 13 free throws, Lynn 5.
Yeah, that's the difference.
But they've both taken the same amount. Actually, Tampa's 2 more. Lynn is 5 of 13. Tampa is 13 of 15.
Ibrahim goes right down to Duke Shelton. He hooked his, he reached out with his left arm and hooked the defender. That's an offensive foul. And Richard Schmidt just got a technical, and we had a better angle than Richard Schmidt. You could see it from our angle. I'm not sure from the bench you could see it, and Richard Schmidt has to be very careful. The official showing great patience, going, "Are you done? Please, I don't want to throw you out."
He shouted at the officials and then gave him the big two-handed wave of, like, get out of here.
Well, and he did give him another wave, and again the official just kind of looked the other way.
More of the verbal abuse is what got him the tee.
And again, a missed free throw for Ryan Peterson. They have got to be kicking themselves because
could be darn close to a tie game.
Yep.
Well, Tampa's shooting a great amount, but even if they were shooting 50%, they'd have about 3 more points. You shoot 75%, and you've got 6 more points.
Peterson makes the second free throw. So it's a 33-24 game, and the Fighting Knights have the basketball. Just over 3.5 minutes left. Driving to the basket. Rejected by Shelton, and now whistle on a foul.
Ooh.
And I think it's going to be...
Might have been on Biffle, because it's certainly not on Shelton. Calling it on Ibrahim.
Yep, Ibrahim picking up the personal foul, and that is his first foul.
And another miss.
This is unbelievable. Ryan Peterson came into this game 14 of 16, and I know it's a small sample size, but still, he has just had a heck of a time. He is 5 of 11 from the line today.
They are shooting 40%. They're 4 of 10 from 3. They are 6 of 16, 37% from the line.
Whistle and a foul in the backcourt. Whistled on Daniel Cooper, so 2 free throws coming for Pat Bacon, who had the ball.
So if you back Lynn up 6 more feet and contest them, they're shooting a much better percentage than no contesting.
Well, it's in Ryan Peterson's head now.
Right now it is.
I mean, he can't believe that the shots aren't going in.
You go the other way, and it's in Pat Bacon's head, too. He says, I'm going to make it.
Yeah. Peterson is going to get a breather at this point. I think Jeff Price thought the same thing we just talked about, that you got to let him sit down for a moment. Bacon misses the free throw. So he was 10 of 11 before that miss. Ahead it goes, and that's going to be a turnover. Tampa ball. 9th turnover for Lynn.
Pat Bacon gets to the line a lot. According to my stats, which I want to see if you verified, I have had him coming in as 90 out of 109. No?
I don't think so.
All right. I know he shot a lot more than anyone. I do have him at 82.9%.
63 of 76 over
That's
here.
close.
Yeah. I wonder what you're seeing on your website.
Well, no, this is what's printed.
Interesting. The miss.
I'm going to have to ask
the other
Tom Colby how to decipher this. But even at 73, I think he shot maybe twice as many as anyone else on the team.
Driving down the lane, kicking out to Alan Baez. Now it goes out on the other side to Bell. Misses the three. Tunk had a finger on it, but Bacon comes away with it. Bacon's 5th rebound. Under 2.5 to play. Bacon drives down the lane, and he's tripped, and he'll get free throws once again.
Well, he goes to the floor more than goes to the ground more than a lot of running backs.
Yeah. Not wearing pads. He's battered and bruised, but he'll go shoot a couple more free throws. This will be his 13th and 14th free throw attempts of this half. He has 14 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists.
But, that's Pat's game is to drive. He's got an okay outside shot, but he will get most of his points from almost point-blank range or the line.
Remember his freshman year, he would not take an outside shot. He's worked on that a little bit, I think, and is willing to shoot.
Only if the shot clock were running down would you see him look at one for the most part.
Worrell is back in. Also, Kevin O'Brien back in for Lynn. Daniel Cooper sits down. Bacon's free throw is good. And checking in for Mackay Biffle is Franz Pinard. Also, Alberto Moreno checks in for Pat Bacon. Bacon sits down with 16 points, tops in the game. Bell leads Lynn with 8. He has the ball now. He gives it up. And here's the lob inside, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be another turnover, the 10th of the game for Lynn.
It'll be interesting when Florida Tech comes to town because Bacon's 3rd leading scorer in the conference at 22-9, but Sam Daniel, if I remember, he scored a lot last year as well, leads the conference with 25 a game.
Wow. Bernard inbounds. Tampa has not made a field goal the last 3 minutes and 45 seconds. They're 0 for their last 5. Ibrahim brings it over to the left wing. Open 3, Disdain. Moreno bounces it into Duke Shelton. He spins, double team, gets free and scores.
Parted the seas there.
Nice spin move, created the opening. And Duke Shelton now with 6 points. 38-24, 1:35 left here in the half. Tampa on top of Lynn. Sunshine State Conference basketball. Inside it goes. This is Pete. Check that. Worrell gives it out to the corner. The shot no good by Kevin O'Brien. And now another foul. More free throws for Tampa.
That was more of a play on, I thought.
Rasheed Worrell picks up the foul. His first personal. But again, they're in the bonus and have been for a while. So 2 more free throws coming. Tampa's 20th and 21st free throws of the half. Now, you might say, well, look at that big advantage. They've made 10 more, but they've shot almost the same number as you mentioned earlier. 17 attempts for the Fighting Knights. Missed free throw by Shelton. Duke has 4 double-doubles this season, 25 in his career. Makes the second.
And his average is a double-double.
Yeah. 13 points, 13.4 rebounds. Moreno defending on top. Alan Baez now a little wheeling and dealing out front by Chances Madlock, who's into the game for the first time this season. Chances Madlock, senior guard, 6'4", number 20 for Lynn. I almost did not have him on my roster because he hadn't played all season.
Yeah. Senior from Colorado Springs, Colorado, went to Western State Colorado University before coming to Lynn. Malik Tunk to the line.
Tunk has only been to the line twice all season. 1 for 2.
But it's contagious.
Yes.
At either end of the court. It's
40-24. Second free throw, no good. The 16-point lead is the largest for Tampa. Final minute of the first half. Chances, Matlock lost the ball. Here comes Moreno. Moreno numbers. Dishes off. He had 3 teammates on the other side, and it's a turnover.
He found that one spot where it was just out of reach of all 3 of them.
Yep. I don't know who I'm throwing it to. One of you 3 decide. Here's Bell to the basket. Ball knocked away, and here comes Duke Shelton with it. Gives it to Ibrahim, and he'll slow things down. There's 5-second difference, shot clock and game clock. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Final minute of the first half. Ibrahim, double teamed, almost lost the handle. Gets it to Moreno, who brings it out to run some more clock. 10 on the shot clock right now. Moreno starts the offense. High pick from Duke Shelton. Throws it up off the glass and down. I thought he was lobbing to Duke Shelton, and it went off the glass and down.
He might have been.
No, he'll take it as a shot.
Yeah.
2 seconds left. 1 second, and a rebound by Shelton on the final missed shot of the first half. And we've come to the end of the first 20 minutes. Not the most beautiful game, but if you're a Tampa fan, it's a beautiful score. 42-24, the Spartans on top here at halftime. 16 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists for Pat Bacon leading the way. Marcel Robinson with 10 quick points in this game. He made 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. He has not been a big key part of the offense since scoring those 10 early points. Duke Shelton with 7 points and 8 rebounds, a near double-double in the first half. 8 points leading the way for Lynn. That is on 3 of 10 shooting, no less, for Bell, Randy Bell, the first-year player from Sicklerville, New Jersey, out of Holy Family. So, it's halftime, 42-24. What's your thoughts on the first half here, my friend?
Well, it started out so sloppy. Lynn, I think, turned it over 4 times before even getting a shot.
Yeah, you're right.
And it almost ended that way, too, with Lynn throwing it away over the last couple minutes. And, you look at the baskets made. Spartans made 10 baskets. They have 42 points. So where are the points coming from? They're coming from the free throw line, where they have 18 points via the free throw line. Lynn has made 7 baskets. That's 14, maybe a couple more. That's 18 points with 3-pointers factored in. So they only have 24, so what's their problem? They've only made 6 free throws, but both teams have taken similar amounts of free throws.
Yeah, again, a 12-point advantage from the line. That really is the difference here in an 18-point game. All right, we'll take a break, and then we will come back and get you going for the final 20 minutes on this sunny Saturday. I was going to say Sunday, but it isn't Sunday. It's sunny Saturday. A sunny Saturday in Tampa, and you're watching it all right here on TampaSpartans.tv.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
how's that working now?
Yeah, that's okay.
All right.
Yeah, I think it's good. Ready? Okay.
Here in Tampa, the University of Tampa Spartans are on top of the Lynn University Fighting Knights, 42-24 as we get ready to head into the second half. Tampa shot 48% in the first half, 10 of 21 from the floor, 4 of 9 from downtown, 44%, and 18 of 23 from the charity stripe, 78%. Lynn shot just 27% in the first half, 7 of 26, 4 of 13 from beyond the arc, 31%, and just 35% from the free throw line, 6 of 17. The Spartans out-rebounded the Fighting Knights 20-16. Again, lots of turnovers, a total of 23 in the first half, 11 for Lynn, 12 for Tampa. And that we saw a very sloppy start to the game. Things got a little better, certainly for Tampa. And I think I saw a note that Lynn went some 3.5, 4 minutes again without scoring. Right before halftime.
Yep.
And no field goal, at least. I think they had some free throws along the way.
Spartans have played well, 18-point lead. Now, we've learned with this team. We've done these games long enough that we know this isn't necessarily safe.
No. And again, I'm sure Richard Smith and Justin Pekka would be the first to tell you that we have to continue to play well because Jeff Price undoubtedly will have his Fighting Knights ready to fight here in the second half.
But if you look at the game, what do you adjust? Tell Tampa not to make free throws?
Yeah.
Don't foul them, I guess, is the first thing, but the refs called it very close.
Marcel Robinson takes the entry pass, turns around, and scores in the lane. It had been a long time since Marcel had even had the ball in his hand.
He only played 9 minutes in the first half, picked up the 2 fouls, and they sent him to the bench.
3-point shot around off the iron, and Duke Shelton grabs the rebound. Bornelis just missed getting that 3 to roll down.
That's a 9th rebound for Duke.
Yeah, he'll have a double-double before long.
Averages 13 and 13.
Gives to Ibrahim, out on top. Freddie on the dribble, drives down the lane. Now on top to Shelton. Right elbow, drives to the lane. Nice move, he scores and he's fouled. A chance for a 3-point play for Duke Shelton.
That would get him to 10 points. If he makes it, he's 9-9 right now. That was a good move.
We've talked about him since he came into this program. He's now a senior out of Ocala, Florida, Vanguard High School. Duke Shelton with a 17-point, 11 rebound game against St. Leo on Wednesday night. And now the foul is on Marcel Robinson. Marajan, sorry, and it's his third. It is his third.
That's one you should have just said that was tipped out of bounds and moved on. Because he didn't go up over anybody's back. He just tipped it out of bounds.
The missed free throw.
Now you got to be careful. And does he get his 4th? See?
And he does.
He did.
He reached. He couldn't help himself. He's so tall that he said, all I went to do was just block the ball. But again, if your hands are not straight up, so often if you swipe at it, you're going to get whistled.
Now, they called that. The referee said you stuck your leg out as he was driving past you.
Well, with 4 fouls, Nicola Marajan heads to the bench after this free throw by Rashid Worrell. Worrell gets the free throw to go.
But that's been the problem all year is, teams know to just go at them.
Gamble comes in for Marajan, who has 4 fouls in 4 minutes tonight. And you talked about it. Even before the game started, that was the key for him.
The third foul shouldn't have been called.
Full court pressure, and Lynn coming out with a sense of urgency here. Spartans do get the ball across. Marcel Robinson to the corner it goes. A 3-point shot is good! Knocked down by Anthony Gamble.
Again, that's what he provides his team. We did a game last year, and I think he was about 11 for 13 from 3-pointers. Maybe like 11 for 17.
Inside it goes, laid up and in by Worrell. Yeah, he had 32 points against Florida Tech. Was that the game? I think that was it.
So it couldn't have been 11. That would have been 33 points.
Missed reverse layup by Ibrahim. 49-28.
I'm going to get my people on this. They're waiting for something to do.
Okay, sounds good. Boy, a shot from the corner, no good, but O'Brien went and got his own rebound, laid it up and in. Too easy on that particular time. 49-30. Bacon double team. Dribbles out of the pressure. Now lobs ahead to Ibrahim. Bacon into the corner it goes. Marcel Robinson for 3 off the iron, no. And a good screen out and rebound by Kevin O'Brien. In a hurry. Boy, what a nice move by Bornelis. That was a crossover. He broke some ankles there and knocked down the shot. 17-point game, 49-32.
It was not the Florida Tech game because he was 12 and 10, 12 baskets, 10 free throws. None of them being three-pointers, which is a surprise.
Duke Shelton thought there was contact, misses the shot right at the rim. A chance for Lynn to close the gap. Three-point shot is off the iron. No. Pat Bacon tried to chase it down, but was beaten to the ball by Peterson. 49-34.
Good hustle play now. You don't want to let them back. It was 22 at the half, or 18 at the half. It's 15.
And Peterson reached out and grabbed Ibrahim. Now what's he thinking there? I mean, because that's not a good foul that far away from the basket.
He's not looking to shoot. He's not driving toward the basket. But a quick timeout taken.
Peterson picking up just the second foul. He was not in foul trouble, so it's not a bad foul, but it's just, it was so early in the shot clock, and it looked somewhat intentional, and that's the part that was confusing. Shelton takes the inbounds pass, gives it to Gamble. Gamble gives it to Ibrahim, right side. Shelton setting a high pick. Now he goes down the lane. Gamble hands to Marcel Robinson. Crossover, almost got it tied up. Shelton, Ibrahim. Ibrahim tried to get it to Shelton, cutting down the lane. Ibrahim gets the ball back, shoots the 18-footer, no good. A rebound by Peterson. Peterson brings it up. Again, all of a sudden, Tampa starting to miss. Driving, shooting.
Robinson. And
free throws coming for Jamal Palmer as Robinson picks up the personal foul. That'll be his third. So Marjan with 4. Robinson has 3. Gamble has 3. Nobody, check that. O'Brien has 3 for Lynn.
Tampa led by 23. They had an 18-point halftime lead. Got it up to 23. Just a minute 20 into this half. And now an 8-0 run by Lynn. Make it a 9-0 run by Lynn. And it's 14 points.
In less than 2 minutes. I mean, it's just been boom, boom, boom. And Tampa's missed its last 4 shots from the field. A chance to make it a 13-point game and a little bit of momentum on the side of the Fighting Knights, who won Wednesday night at Florida Tech by 10, 82-72. Pressure in the backcourt. Ibrahim gets it across. Gamble gives it back to Bacon. Bacon drives, shoots a tough floater off the iron. No. High degree of difficulty on that floater. Yep. Didn't get it to go, and you can see Richard Smith say, why? Why shoot that so early in the clock? 3-point shot by Bornelis off the iron. No good. Tipped up and around. And the Fighting Knights are winning every hustle play right now.
Yeah, they are.
They're getting to every basketball that's loose. It's a held ball. The arrow is to Lynn.
That might have been something Jeff Price brought up is, Tampa wasn't getting many buckets. They were getting a lot of free throws, but let's out-hustle them.
Yeah. It looks that the energy, the sense of urgency is there on Lynn's part. So Tampa,
if we're going to come back, we've got to win the 50-50s.
Yeah, and this point, just 4 minutes into the half, it looks like they have. Lynn to inbound. Bornelis gets it into the corner. On top it goes to Palmer. Bornelis now. Lobs it inside.
Foul.
A whistle and a foul. Yes, it's going to be out of bounds on the baseline. And Wukachuka got the ball, lobbed his way. He's got some nice size. The sophomore, 6'9", 215 pounds. Timeout on the floor. 15:58 left in regulation. Tampa 49, Lynn 36. You're watching it all on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network and on TampaSpartans.tv.
Our Barnes & Noble campus bookstore on the UT campus has everything UT in one place. It's located in the Vaughn Center, first floor. It's open Monday through Saturday. You can shop online anytime you feel like it, though, at utampa.bncollege.com. And the official chariot of the Spartans is Mart's First Class Coach. If you need to charter a bus, just go online to Mart's, M-A-R-T-Z. Spell out the word first, F-I-R-S-T, class.com. Mart'sFirstClass.com. And the Crown Plaza. Stay at Crown Plaza Hotels and Resorts in Tampa and around the world. It is the place to meet.
The Spartans haven't scored for 2 minutes and 44 seconds. They've missed their last 5 shots from the floor, and in the last 2.5 minutes, they've been outscored 10-0.
So since getting the biggest lead of the game of 23 points, the Spartans have not scored. And you always wonder that one of the benchmarks they bring up is if a team gets it down to single digits, then they kind of feel that their effort's been worth it and keep going.
And it's happened so quickly that you get the sense that the Fighting Knights believe they have the opportunity to come back and make this a tough game.
Well, one thing that's different, they're 4 for 4 from the line this half.
Inbounded, it comes to Michael Baez, who's into the game now. Daniel Cooper's in as well. Bornellis now with the basketball. On top, Palmer. This is Baez. Whistle.
Inside,
another foul.
Duke.
The foul on Duke Shelton. That is his third, I believe. Yes, it is. Third foul on Shelton.
So Tampa 5 fouls in 4 minutes this half.
And 4 players with 3 or more fouls and still 15:48 to play. Michael Baez couldn't decide whether to shoot it off the glass or lay it over the rim. He shot it over everything.
10 boards for Duke. 1 basket at 1 point, I should say, away from a double-double.
Spartans need to run the offense and get something good. There's a foul as Shelton was posting up. He fouled inside by number 22, Nwukachuka. And that is going to be his third.
Both those guys better just kind of take a couple deep breaths here the last couple times down the court.
Getting pretty physical, yeah. And we see Tunk about to come back in for Tampa. And running onto the floor now, Rasheed Worrell.
I think Jeff Price might have noticed he needed to calm his player down.
Worrell.
And Duke Shelton. Is Duke sitting out or coming to the bench?
No, he's sitting
coming out for Tunk.
Yeah. Tunk comes in. Inbound to Bacon, and a nice pass from Ibrahim. Very patient in letting that all develop.
Bacon now 18 points.
Palmer for 3. No good off the iron. Bacon will let it go out of bounds.
You know what I've noticed on a lot of the Lynn players on their three-point shots, they kind of shoot it sideways. If it goes in, it goes in. You don't get style points. But almost all of them, when they go up, they kind of rotate sideways.
Ibrahim pushes ahead. Tunk with the ball in the front court now. And it's to Ibrahim, and the Spartans will run their offense. 20 on the shot clock. Gamble. Bernard hands to Bacon. Bacon keeps his dribble. Still with it. Now picks up. Gamble drives down the lane, and his pass to the corner was picked off by Baez. He should have shot the ball.
He's a three-point shooter, and they gave him a wide open one, but he drove the lane.
To the basket. Scooped up and in by Daniel Cooper. Cooper has scored only 2 points all season. He has his first 2 in this game. And at the other end, Gamble scores.
Pat Bacon and Gamble making eye contact about half court. And Bacon just kept going, and Gamble filled the left lane and dished off in a nice left-handed layup. And then he did a little a digger into the ground after that.
The official stopped play just to make sure he was okay.
It's always fun to do that in the snow. I don't know about on hardwood.
Yeah, I don't think so. 53-38, 15-point advantage. We're 5.5 minutes into the second half. Bell in the game. It's a down low to Worrell. Worrell working on Tunk. Ball shot, blocked, I think, from maybe by Bacon from behind. Ball tipped up and around, and Bacon will have the ball go off him out of bounds. It'll still be Lynn ball.
Good job by the Spartan defense there. Tunk held his ground. Bacon came over when the shot went up. And if he didn't block it, he certainly caused a redirection.
Inbound, it comes to Bornellis. Michael Baez. Back to Bornellis. They run the offense. Here's Cooper. Tough shot, no good. Tunk gets the rebound.
Ripped it down. Nice job.
Stayed strong with it because Worrell got a hand on it momentarily. Bernard trying to get it to Ibrahim, does. Out on top. It goes. Gamble, long 3. Off the back of the iron, no good. Bell in transition, coast to coast, left hand lay-in.
Nice drive. He has 10.
53-40. He is their first player in double-figure scoring. Whistle on a foul. The foul is going to be on Bornelis.
3 on him.
Fourth team foul. Yeah. Fourth team foul. Bornelis third. Ibrahim will inbound on the far sideline, right in front of Justin Pekka. 13 and a half minutes to play in regulation. Spartans up 13 on Lynn. Gamble gives to Ibrahim. Ibrahim off the pick. Gives to Tunk. Now Bacon. Bacon drives. Spin move. Lost the ball. Looking for the spin was Travion Henry, and he made the steal. The former Northwestern football player gets all the way to the rack and misses the layup. But going up to get it is James. Darius James again comes up. Lynn with it. Bell for 3. Off the iron. No. Tipped out again. And stealing it here is Ibrahim. To the basket. Gives it to Bacon. Bacon, high archer, up and in.
I think it could have gone into the backcourt without it being a violation, but that cost him a basket there because he thought it was going to be a violation. I think it was because it was tipped on the rebound. I think it was safe. Ooh.
And now just unforced error as Bell did not catch the pass from Henry.
He asked for a bounce pass, and he got a chest pass.
Out of bounds.
I tell you what, Tunk is giving some good minutes to the Spartans right now. If you watch him on offense, he's setting solid picks, posts up really well. The other end, he's crashing the boards, doing a nice job.
Biffle and Moreno check in now for Ibrahim and Bacon. So the 2 guards sit down, 2 other guards check in. Hockey's version of a line change here, basketball version of a line change. Here is Pennard. He brings it across and hands to Moreno.
There are no starters in the lineup at the moment for Tampa.
Just going to mention that, yeah. You saw the same thing I did. Biffle. Off the pick. Shoots. 17-footer right side. A little short. And out of bounds it goes. Fighting Knights will have the basketball with 12:15 to play. Where does the offense come from with this unit? Do you think?
Biffle could do it. Moreno's capable. Gamble can hit the 3.
12:07.
Tunk, we saw take 2 3-pointers earlier in the game, way back in the first half. Missed them both.
Michael Baez drives, misses, no good, but the rebound picked up by Darius James. He is going to go to the line.
It's either Gamble or Tunk. I think Gamble.
Yep, you are correct, sir. And Gamble picks up his 4th. And with that, there's timeout on the floor. 11:57 left here in regulation. Tampa 55, Lynn 40. Watching it all here on TampaSpartans.tv.
And how about a big shout out to Dr. Selman and Gasser in Florida Orthopedic Institute. Their sports medicine team keeps our players safe and provides athletic training services and medical care to University of Tampa student athletes. And if you're thirsty, grab yourself a Pepsi. It is the official Tampa Spartan soft drink. If you're going to have a Pepsi, you might as well eat some pizza. So give Pizza Hut a call. 251-3399 is the number to call here in Tampa. You can try it if you're at Lynn, down in Miami area. You're going to get somebody who's probably watching the Auburn-Georgia football game right now, and you'll inconvenience them. But if you call 251...
they're not bringing you a pizza either. They will not.
They will rudely hang up on you if you call that number. 251-3399 here in Tampa to get your pizza delivered to UT today.
We had pizza between games
here.
Did. Pizza Hut pizza.
From the Hut.
Yes, indeed. In fact, they had a sausage, a cheese, and a pepperoni, and I couldn't decide, so I had one of each. One slice.
You gotta
say one pizza of each. One slice.
You got to have a sample.
Yes. All 3 were delectable.
And I saw one that had lots of stuff on it, too.
I
don't go that way.
I'm not that.
Vegetables? No.
Yeah.
Healthy? No.
That's somewhat healthy, and that's not me.
No.
So free throws coming up now for Darius James.
Into the Spartan lineup is Brendan Baker for the first time today, though he has been getting more and more playing time.
Yeah, that's just his 3rd game of the season.
His dad, a former UT player from about 25 years ago.
First free throw, good, 55-41. Second free throw, also good. So James, with that trip to the line, has doubled his season output. And now a steal in the backcourt. Michael Baez with the steal. 13-point game and a chance with a 3 to make it a 10-point game.
As soon as that happened, Pat Bacon is summoned off the bench.
Into the corner. There's a 3 by Bell. Oh, no good. And here the rebound stolen. Moreno, but it's knocked right back to the Northwestern Travion Henry. Now to the corner. Bell is fouled, and he scoops it up. He doesn't get it to go, but he'll shoot 2 more free throws. Whew. Tampa's 7th team foul, so it's a 2-shot foul here, but they're already shooting 1-and-1s. We're not even midway through this second half. Randy Bell makes the first free throw.
Bacon and Marijan both coming back in. Nick with 4 fouls, but you know, if he fouls out, he fouls out. Coming in for Tunk.
Duke Shelton over on the bench. He's going to get on the bike and keep himself fresh and ready to come back in. Lynn has missed its last 5 shots from the field.
As bad as their free throws were in the first half, that was their first miss in 8 tries in the second half.
Moreno trying to get it to Bacon, doesn't. Ball is turned over once again by Tampa. Bell lobs it up high. Oh, no good. And Moreno comes away with it. That lob to James didn't connect, though. Now a charging foul on Moreno. And just like that, that's going to be all for Moreno as Ibrahim is quickly summoned off the bench.
Got to agree with that. He passed it off, but he didn't stop, and his momentum carried him into a player.
And that's what the head coach, Richard Schmidt, is saying.
You got to stop, jump stop or something.
55-43. A 3-pointer now makes it a single-digit deficit for Lynn. They're back within 12. Do not go away. Inside pass, beautifully done, but they didn't finish. Worrell was right at the rim and just didn't get it in. 55-43, still the score. Spartans dodge a bullet there. That lob inside was knocked out of bounds. That was a difficult pass by Ibrahim. It was tipped, and Marijan corralled it momentarily, then it was knocked out of bounds. 21 on the shot clock as Ibrahim will inbound just to the left of the basket. Looking for somebody to deliver the ball to, gives it to Marijan and gets the ball back. Brendan Baker, as you mentioned, in the game. Bacon now. Ibrahim, 8 on the shot clock. He knows it. He looked up, and now he's driving down the baseline. Tried to kick it out to the corner. It's out of bounds with 3 on the shot clock. Well, got to look for a quick shot here, obviously. How about running that play again where you just waited and then you bounced it in to the guy at the basket?
Waited about 4.9 seconds.
Yeah. Ibrahim gets it, and a quick shot, fall away, no good off the iron by Pinard. Here comes Lynn again, knocked away from behind. Ibrahim with a steal. Ibrahim to the basket, lays it up and in. Ibrahim.
Nice job, Freddie.
Defense leading into offense.
5 points for Ibrahim. Lynn just seems to go through stages where they just get in each other's way.
They've missed their last 7 shots and 9 of their last 10. No field goals for the last 3.5 minutes plus.
Yet they're still within 14.
To the basket, Bell. High arc shot.
Oh, no, don't call it on Marijan.
That might be on Baker.
I think it should be. No, they're calling Marijan. No way. No way.
He is fouled out. Marijan fouls out. No points. No rebounds.
You know, I got to give Nick a lot of credit because he fouled out, and at least 2 of the fouls were probably things you can overlook. That one I don't think he fouled, but he just he has a frustrated look, but he's not going after the refs, complaining or anything. He just said, I think he's just learned that's life of a 7-footer. So I got to give him credit for that.
Yeah. Bell misses the free throw. Their troubles I'll tell you, Jeff Price just looks and says, I can't believe we can't make a free throw today.
Yeah. They were doing well. They hit their first 7, but now they've missed their last 3 this half after a horrendous first half. What were they, 5 of 17 or 4 of 17?
Ibrahim with it. Gives to Duke Shelton. Bernard now. Back to Duke. Duke, spin move in the lane. He's got trouble. Baker gives it up. Bernard for 3. No good. And Bell the rebound for Lynn. Coast to coast. Bell lost it off his knee out of bounds to Tampa. Coming back into the game for Lynn is Bornelis. He comes in for Bell, who had the turnover moments ago. Full court pressure once again. Inbound to Pat Bacon. Ibrahim doubled in the backcourt. Bacon looking for a teammate. Gives it to Ibrahim. He's trapped. And whistle on a foul. Kevin O'Brien, a blocking foul, out literally
Jeff Price.
a yard from the half-court stripe.
And Jeff Price is like looking at O'Brien saying, really? 45 feet from the basket?
And that is the 4th foul, I believe, is it not, on O'Brien? Yes, it is. Just got the update there. 4th foul.
We played 31 minutes almost of basketball. How many fouls do you think have been called?
Oh, I don't know.
45.
Oh, my goodness.
45. And I don't think it's been overly physical.
No.
It's been physical.
9:10 left. Bacon, shake and bake. A whistle and an offensive foul on Bacon. Again, on the pass-off.
Yep.
Richard Schmidt holds his eyes.
2 on Pat.
Looks down at the court.
Earlier in the game, after one of these fouls were called, somebody from behind us says, "Ref, let them play."
Well, the players have to have some responsibility in that, letting them play.
Yeah.
Got to make good decisions. 9 minutes left.
Yeah, that was a foul, that one.
Absolutely. Michael Baez, defended by Baker. There's a switch off, and now an offensive foul. Moving pick called on.
That was true. That was a good call.
And Wukachuka was definitely moving.
It's 4.
And yes, his 4th foul. So O'Brien and Wukachuka both have 4 fouls for Lynn, and Gamble has 4 for Tampa.
You know, depending on who you're cheering for, you could say Tampa's lucky to still be leading by 14, but you could also say Lynn is lucky to only be trailing by 14.
Yeah.
The way they've played over the last few minutes.
Bacon in some trouble in the corner. He just kept dribbling, got into the corner, and said, I got to get a timeout. He just kept dribbling and kept going farther and farther to the corner. As good defense by Lynn. Credit where that's due. 8:42 left in regulation. Tampa 57, Lynn University 43. Watching it all here on TampaSpartans.tv.
And the Courtyard by Marriott, simply refreshing, located at 3805 West Cypress here in Tampa, an official host hotel of UT Athletics. And at Jersey Mike's, we offer a sub above with the nearest location at 2121 West Kennedy in Tampa. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Clean Eats, a new cafe located at 3838 Neptune Avenue. Open until 7. It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. Featuring healthy sandwiches, wraps, bowls, smoothies. Clean Eats.
This Lynn University team has a 1-2 record in Sunshine State Conference play. Mentioned earlier the 10-point win at Florida Tech on Wednesday. The bench outscored the Panthers bench 34-2 in that game. The 2 losses have been to Nova Southeastern 87-81 and Rollins 82-76. 2 close SSC losses. And they also had a 2-point loss to third-ranked Bellarmine. So this is a team that, despite the 2-3 record, their 3 losses have been very close, and they've been to good teams.
Yeah, so Rollins, I believe, is ranked 13th in the nation right now.
So bottom line is, to hold this team to 43 points with 8:42 to play is a pretty good thing from a Tampa defensive perspective.
Yeah.
And yet, you still feel like this one isn't over.
I take that back. It's Barry is ranked 11th in the country. Barry, the only reason Barry is not leading the conference is because they are 2-0 in conference play, as Rollins and St. Leo are 3-0.
Bacon, and now whistle. And a foul is going to be on Bornelis, down low, I believe. Yes, trying to defend Duke Shelton.
I'm going to keep my eye on, and I'll let you know when we hit the magic 50.
Okay. As far as personals in the game?
We're at 8:29. It will happen before the 4-minute media timeout.
I don't doubt it.
I think we'll have exceeded it by comfortable margin by then.
Front end of the 1-on-1 is missed by Duke Shelton.
Now, these are the free throws you got to have, the 1-on-1.
Tampa has 4 turnovers the last 4.5 minutes. Lynn has missed its last 7
Duke
shots.
gets another one.
Shelton, another foul. This is the 4th on Shelton. And again, not close to the basket.
Trying to reach from behind.
8:17 to play, and that will bring Anthony Gamble back in.
It's always a tempting foul, though, to reach from behind.
It is. Free throw good. 57-44. Duke Shelton will sit down.
Lynn, by virtue of that, they're 8 of 11 this half, are now shooting 50% from the line. But they've gotten within 4 free throws of Tampa's total. Tampa has not shot any. They're 0 for 2 this half. Have not made any.
Wow.
I believe there's about an 11 free throw disparity at halftime. Now it's 3.
Wow, nearly
Another
stolen
foul.
a whistle and a foul in the backcourt on Jamal Palmer. His 3rd.
Now we're going to get a lot of fouls, and most of them are legit, but still, there's a lot of fouls being called in this game.
This is going to be, I think, the 9th team foul. They just signaled 2 free throws here, but I think that's only the 9th foul, if the board is correct. Scoreboard has 8 fouls showing, and they're saying 2 free throws coming up here. So I think the scoreboard must be in error because the officials immediately said a 2-shot foul. And no.
It was the 1-on-1.
It was the 1-on-1. Okay. All right. I guess that was what this was. He held his fingers.
You thought he was saying hook 'em horns?
Yeah, I thought he was saying hook 'em horns. He's shooting 2. But he missed the front end of the 1-on-1. But they got the ball back. So that's a good thing from a Tampa perspective. Bacon. Baseline shot, no. Rebound for Lynn. Ahead it comes to Palmer. To the basket. Baker is going to be called for a blocking foul.
And by the way, that is foul number 51.
Oh, my goodness. And Palmer comes up limping a little bit after fouling that time down. You said it would be at the 4-minute mark. It happened at the 8-minute mark.
I thought we were at 47, but apparently, I don't know. They may have called 4 in the last 35 seconds.
It feels like it.
Yeah.
With 7:50 to play in regulation. To the line will go Jamal Palmer. But first, timeout. 57-45 with 7:50 left here in Tampa on the TampaSpartans.tv.
Rebuilt meals, whether you're a competitive athlete wanting to tone up or just love flavorful, healthy food, our meals are built to feed your body with the proper nutrients that will fuel your active lifestyle. Enjoy fitness-inspired meal plans with Rebuilt Meals. Visit RebuiltMeals.com. And DP Dough delivers cheesy happiness on and around college campuses, including close to UT. For calzones, wings, and breadsticks, order online at dpdough.com. They're open late. And Tropical Smoothie. Their menu boasts bold, flavorful smoothies with a healthy appeal, all made to order from the freshest ingredients. Our toasted wraps, sandwiches, flatbreads, and bowls are made fresh with quality meats and cheeses, fresh produce, and flavorful sauces. Located downtown at 200 North Tampa, just around the corner from UT.
So last weekend, I had a chance to call an Eckerd College game, actually, in the Eckerd Thanksgiving tournament. Eckerd won the game. It was, and I
saw that
114 to 103, or
you
something.
Had no
like
overtime.
That. There was no overtime. That's a lot of points in a 40-minute game.
So they were shooting early and often,
making. Everybody was making. It
wow.
It was as much fun as I have had calling a game in a long time because it was so well played offensively. Both teams just shooting and executing, and just a terrific Eckerd win, certainly. But it's hard to imagine, but part of the reason they won was they actually defended pretty well during one stretch when it seemed like nobody was going to miss. But no, that was a crazy game. I even tweeted out saying I felt like I was calling an NBA game because at least with a 24-second shot clock and 48 minutes, you can get into the hundreds. But both teams in 140 minutes.
Wow,
it was.
Now there's
wild.
a college, a D3 school in Iowa, and their philosophy was, I mean, they averaged about 100 points a game and would regularly get about 130.
Oh my!
But their philosophy was to just shoot the ball.
Yeah, and just let the other team score almost.
And they would almost, and at times, seriously, they would designate a player and say, "You're the star of the game. Shoot."
Hey, by the way, we have Michael Baez shooting the free throws here because Palmer was injured, so Tampa was able to choose the shooter off the bench, and they chose Michael Baez.
He made it, though.
He made the second. Okay.
Cut it to 11. This is as close as they've been in a long time. I don't think that's a charge. I think he did not. Oh.
Well, the two officials looked at each other to make sure that they had the correct call.
I think Pat Bacon has to have space after he catches a ball to come down, and you have to give him a chance.
I agree with you. I mean, that is the rule, but I think he had room. I think he took it.
Okay.
I do. I will disagree with you only because I think he did have room. He turned, made one dribble, and went into him. So, but again, it's all in the eyes of the beholder.
Yep.
I'm sure Richard Schmidt would agree with you on that.
He was agreeing with me.
Yes, he was. He was arguing just a bit. A chance to make it a single-digit deficit here.
Yeah.
Inside 7.5 to play, and missing the shot. Gamble with a great rebound. Here's Bacon ahead of the pack, and he lays it off the glass and down.
Baez fell down. Referee stopping play. What are they doing? They're bringing a player back in?
No, I think they want wetness on the court.
Baez was coming back to guard Bacon and slipped, and that gave Bacon an unimpeded run to the basket.
Well, that's a huge break for Tampa because it kept them up by double digits here. It's still a 13-point lead now.
22 for Pat, just 1 point short of his season average. And as usual, he gets at least half his points from the line.
Yeah, just 5 of 8 from the field. But yes, 12 of 14 from the charity stripe. He's made almost as many free throws as Lynn has as a team. 12 to 16. On top. Thinking about the three was Peterson. Defended by Baker. On top it goes to Bell. Bell drives by Baker, lays it off the glass with the left hand and down. 7 minutes exactly left.
There's another foul.
And another foul. Bacon hit in the face. They'll go back to the line to shoot a couple.
A little jaw rubbing by Pat Bacon there.
The 10th team foul. So, again, both teams now in the double bonus the rest of the way. So 6:57 to play means we got a lot of free throws.
What time is it now? It's 6 o'clock.
You're going to hope that Wisconsin football game goes into double overtime.
Yes.
So you can see some of it.
Or a delayed start of some sort.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody needs to hit the light switch in the stadium.
The foul on Peterson was his third. Bacon makes the free throw. Well, they're saying that was only the 9th team foul, so it was a 1-on-1. I stand corrected. I thought it was on 9 previously, but he misses the second. It's 60-48 with 6:55 to play. Peterson drives to the basket. Whistle and a foul. And Marcel Robinson is whistled for a foul. My goodness.
Don't think so, but the basket went in anyway, and now a chance to cut it to 9.
4th foul. Again, he ran right by him, put his hand out there, and even if you don't hit him, you run the risk of having it called. And it's a 9-point game.
Single digits, 6:49 to play. Quickly to Bacon.
Bacon ahead of the pack to Robinson. Strong to the basket.
But he wasn't fouled.
62-51. That's probably what Marcel is thinking.
Yes.
Luckily, he didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Henry out on top to Peterson. Peterson gives it up to Bell. Now
how do the Spartans handle this?
Michael Baez drives. And
Marcel's done.
He's gone. 5th foul on Robinson. Marcel's, I could read his lips. He said, "I got the ball." But with 6:25 to play, the Spartans up 11. Michael Baez will go to the charity stripe. He's 1 of 2 today. Came into the game 57% on the year, just 8 of 14. Again, a very small sample size. Out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Went 2 years to Wingate University. Makes the first. He had 6 double-doubles last year at Wingate. He scored 30 points in one game against Catawba last year.
But quiet here.
His season high at Lynn has been the 12 points he received against scored against Bellarmine. Took into the game, gives to Bacon. 6:20 left. A 9-point Tampa lead. Lynn has just been chipping away after being down by 23. And the ball is stolen. Bernard, entry pass, just stolen, and now an easy layup at the other end.
7 now with 6 to go. 9 at 6:49, so now it's down by 1 bucket.
Ibrahim. Tampa looks a little disorganized.
2 starters have fouled out. 2 starters are on the floor.
Bacon will need to show some leadership. Goes inside. Tunk. His shot is rejected. Going up to get that was Daniel Cooper. He threw it out. And now a 3-point shot.
Whoa! Stop action.
That's
it'll be Tampa's ball.
Yeah, arrow pointing to Tampa, so it will be Tampa ball. And we need to get Duke Shelton back in to knock the ball out of there. Shelton is into the game for Tunk at this point.
So possession arrow gives it to Tampa.
With 5:30 to play, 7-point game.
The final line on Robinson was 14 points, 5 of 7 from the floor, 2 of 3 on three-pointers, 2 of 2 on free throws, and 1 rebound.
Momentum has all been Lynn's way here since early in the second half. Alley-oop to Sheldon, and he's fouled. Going up to throw it down. Free throws coming for Duke. The foul is on Michael Baez. He's 6'6", but has some real hops. He was up there trying to
Duke can get up, too, and he's 6'8".
Up high, yeah. Shelton with 9 points, 11 rebounds, a chance for his 26th career double-double if he can make one of these 2. Tampa needs both of them. And he makes the first.
Job.
So there it is. His 5th double-double of the season.
But he's also with 4 fouls, too, so he has to be careful.
Yeah. He has 8 double-figure rebounding games this year.
Oh, nice tip by Bernard.
Duke holds up, throws it out, and boy, Ibrahim came and got it. Bounce pass inside, and now it's going to be an offensive foul, and Duke Shelton has fouled out.
He did. Wow. Lowered the shoulder.
He did. 5:03 to play.
Probably should have gone straight up there.
You have to know, you have to understand the situation as well. You have 4 fouls. You have to be intelligent and know that you cannot bull your way through the china shop. Now, again, great, strong, aggressive move if that's early in the first half. But when you're playing with 4 and you're clinging now to an 8-point lead, that hurts.
Whoa.
3-point shot is good. Bornelis makes it a 5-point deficit for Lynn. 63-58.
Spartans had an 18-point halftime lead, upped it to 23 early in the half within 2 minutes. It's 5 now.
Bacon with the ball. Tunk is in the game along with Gamble. Also Pinard. Ibrahim. Bacon with it. 8 on the shot clock. Driving to the basket. Got it up off the iron. No good. Tipped up once. Rebound. Hauled in by Peterson. Ahead it comes. This is Bell for 3. Off the iron. No. Ibrahim the rebound. Ibrahim pushing it. In a hurry. Comes coast to coast. Floater from 10. Nice. Tough shot, but he made it. In transition. Big shot by Freddie Ibrahim.
I'm not sure if he looked off the pass.
I think he did.
Or he noticed he didn't have the pass and said, I better shoot.
It was smooth. But it was a high degree of difficulty. Bell scoops it, no good. Tunk the rebound. You said earlier, Tunk has played some good minutes. He needs to play well now, this Final 4.
Yep.
65-58.
And if he can get a couple garbage baskets, he has 1 point right now.
Inside it comes to Ibrahim. He's pushed, and he'll go to the line for 2. The foul on Michael Baez. Baez picks up his 4th foul. Bornelis has 4. And Wukachuka has 4. Also, O'Brien has 4. And now Baez as well. 4 players with 4 fouls. Tampa has Gamble playing with 4 and 3 players who've already fouled out in this game. 3 starters. 3:41 to play. 65-58 Tampa over Lynn here on TampaSpartans.tv.
Now, we've known each other for a while.
Yes.
You know who my all-time favorite sports idol is?
Your all-time... you know what? You've told me this.
He's my Twitter picture.
Oh, my gosh. I can't think.
I was impressed. I was very happy one day when Gil Swall said, "Oh, I thought that was you in the picture."
I absolutely do know. Pete Maravich.
Pete Maravich.
Yes.
Just so you know, I do every day. I tweet about Wisconsin sports, and I tweet about Florida sports. This day in history.
This day in history. Right.
So, what does Pete Maravich have to do with Florida sports? You say?
He must have scored a whole bunch of points against Florida.
December 2nd, 1967. Pete Maravich scored 50 points in his varsity debut as a sophomore.
Wow.
As LSU beat, who do you think they beat?
I was going to say Florida, but that's not right.
The Tampa Spartans.
Really?
97-81.
Wow.
Maravich was 10 of 50, 8 for 9 free throws, 16 rebounds, and 4 assists.
The interesting thing, you said in his varsity debut, you couldn't play as a freshman. Back then. Remember?
Played against the Tampa Spartans at LSU. Tampa had a D1 program for a while.
Yeah. That program went away. And then D2.
Resurrected as a D2.
Right. Richard Schmidt revived the program, and he came back in 1982. As the free throw rolls in by Bacon. The program was dormant for 13 years. Then Richard Schmidt came in 82. I think it was 2 seasons later they actually began playing again.
Mm-hmm. Tampa also formerly had a D1 football program.
Remember that.
Freddie
Solomon.
And one other, John Matusak was a #1 draft pick.
Back to a 9-point advantage on the free throws by Bacon. Now a 3-point shot. No good. Offensive foul. Away from the ball. Not the shooter, obviously. It was on the... And now there's some discussion as to what was the call. Jeff Price just wants to know what was the call. And I think it was a pick that was set, and then he rolled into a player, therefore an offensive foul. The foul called on Worrell. That's his third. 3:25 left. Tampa clinging to a 9-point lead. Ibrahim gave it up. Bernard to the basket.
Ooh, too hard.
Strong move, strong shot. No result. Lynn with the ball. 3:10 to play. Peterson out on top. They got to work in a hurry, do the Fighting Knights. Bernard. Tunk, good defense down low.
See, he forced him out.
He did. But now a 3 by Bornelis is good. 2:50 left. It's a 6-point game. 2-possession game if you count 3-pointers. Bacon. This is where his leadership is so crucial with 3 other starters on the bench. All fouled out. Bacon slowly taking his time. Gives to Gamble. There's 9 on the shot clock. Bacon knows it. Triple team. Ball nearly knocked away. Bacon now with it. 3 to... Took for 3. Just beat the shot clock. Ball tipped up and around. Hauled in by Bornelis. Bornelis going coast to coast. Nice dish. And a lay-in by James. And it's a 4-point game with 2:10 to play. The Tampa fans very nervous here as the momentum clearly on the side of the Lynn Fighting Knights. These 2 teams have losing records. This game crucial to their SSC hopes.
You know, Freddie Ibrahim, a good 4 general starter. Well, he can pick it up, just don't dribble. Okay. 5 on the shot clock.
Here comes Bacon. Tough shot from the elbow. He knocks it down. Pat Bacon with 25 points. None bigger than those 2. 69-63. Just over a minute and a half to play. All the way to the basket. And, oh my gosh, too easy. Tunk just lost track of the man he was guarding. And a nice, easy lay-in and a quick timeout called by Jeff Price with 1:26 to play. 69-65 is the score.
Well, what did we say when we started the second half and the Spartans had an 18-point lead? Not necessarily safe.
Yeah, got to keep playing. We've seen too many of these. And it's not for lack of effort. It's more like lack of execution.
Yeah.
And you have to expect good teams, Sunshine State Conference teams, they're all pretty good.
Yes.
You can't expect them to lay down and die. You're expecting them to come charging at you, so you have to be ready for it. I thought Tampa might be safe when they went up to 23 points.
Well, the funny part is we have a tale of two cities here on the free throws. Second half, Lynn is 13 of 17, 76%. Tampa, 4 of 9, 44%.
Yeah.
So they flip-flopped on free throws, free throw ability.
You wonder if Jeff Price mentioned that the officials maybe. That
might have.
But again, it wasn't for a huge disparity in free throw attempts.
No,
it was makes.
Yes.
Just makes.
Totally makes.
Ibrahim.
I think they were within 2 of each other.
Yeah. Double teamed in the backcourt. Now they get it across to Bacon. Lost the handle.
Get it away, Pat.
Nearly picked up by Lynn.
It should be in the hands of Bacon or Moreno.
Or Ibrahim.
Absolutely
Ibrahim
necessary.
Also a good ball.
That's what I mean, Ibrahim.
Yep. Bacon with it. 10 on the shot clock now. He's going to work. Spins on Henry. Shot. No good. That was a rebound. And he'll bring it out. Smart play right there. Under a minute to go.
Watch the line.
Spin move.
Now you want to foul Bacon. He's playing for the foul now.
Defended by Henry. Well, there's 19, 18, 17. Again, a 4-point
now they're going to let it run down, yeah.
They need to just make a stop here, and Lynn wants to try to then quickly get a basket at the other end. Ibrahim, tough shot. Off the iron, no. Tipped up a couple of times.
Nice
for the rebound, and he's fouled.
Wow.
That was a very high degree of difficulty by Ibrahim, but he's bailed out.
To coin a hockey cliche, Lynn could not clear the zone.
Franz Pinard ends up with it, going high for the rebound. He goes to the charity stripe right now. Pinard, first attempt of the day. He's 3 of 6 on the season. Lefty dribbles 4, 5 times, spins the ball. Eyes, shoots. Good.
Nice. Good form. Good form.
70-65 with 31.8 to play.
Usually the second one's easier if you hit the first.
Second free throw is good as well. 2-possession game, 71-65. Lynn will try to get something going in a hurry. Bornelis. Long three-pointer is off the iron, no, and Ibrahim with a rebound is fouled. Freddie Ibrahim will go to the line to shoot a couple, and he can seal the deal by making just one of these free throws.
If you're scoring at home, that was the 61st foul of the game, 61 fouls. And this will be the, let me add this up too, this will be 69 and 70 free throw attempts. Free throws are even at 34 apiece in terms of shooting.
Attempts, yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So Ibrahim will go. There's some wetness on the ball, so they're going to towel it off and dry it off. Right now, Bacon with 25 points is the leading scorer for Tampa. Robinson had 14 points. Duke Shelton had a double-double, 10 points, 11 rebounds before he fouled out. Ibrahim to the stripe. He's 2 for 4 so far. Now it's a 3-possession game. 10 points for Freddie Ibrahim to go with 4 assists, 3 rebounds. And that free throw may have sealed the deal. It's a 3-possession game. Ibrahim's second free throw is no good. You don't want to foul him out.
Stay with us after the game. We're hoping to get a Tampa player to come talk about this.
A 3-point shot, no good. Tipped up and around a few times into the hands. It's a 3-point shot there again. And again, Bornelis launches a 3.
No, let him do that.
Ran a lot of time.
With
That's
3 seconds.
Ibrahim will dribble out the clock, and the Tampa Spartans hang on. They led by as many as 23 early in the second half. It got down to 4 on several occasions down the stretch, but the Spartans win it 72-65.
Quite a game for the Spartans. It was a game that never really could get into any flow. When you look at all the fouls that were called, more than 60 fouls that were called, all the free throws taken, a lot of turnovers. Tampa with 21, 16 for Lynn. Lynn turning the ball over the first 4 times down the floor. Just nobody ever got into a really good flow, and then it just bounced back and forth between we're doing okay, but then we get sloppy again.
Bell led Lynn with 13 points. Peterson had 12. Bornelis had 11. Those were the 3 players that scored in double figures. I see Pat Bacon headed our way over here to our courtside location, and we'll have him join us here on the headset momentarily. Pat Bacon, certainly a key in the game here today. As we mentioned, Pat Bacon with 25 points. He was 6 of 11 from the floor, did not attempt a 3-point shot, did make 13 of 16 from the charity stripe, had 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and played 35 minutes today when 3 of his teammates and the starters fouled out of this game with a lot of time left on the clock. Let me ask you, Pat, did you feel a sense of responsibility of, hey, I kind of got to take the bull by the horns here?
Yeah, it was coming down to the end of the game. It was only me and Freddie left for the start of the line, though. We had to step up. Freddie made some big shots at the end, and we just controlled the game the last couple of minutes.
Led big at halftime, and thanks to that great disparity in made free throw attempts, the free throw makes, I should say. The attempts were almost even, but you guys made so many more than they did in the first half. Led by 23, all of a sudden, before you know it, it's a 4-point game. What is it about the SSC that you can just never relax for a second?
Never. Everybody in our conference is good. There's no easy teams. There's no easy way out. Every minute counts. Coach always tells us that every possession counts. So we try to never let up like we did today, but we pulled it out at the end. So we just got to work on that at practice. Just keep our foot on our neck.
First SSC win of the year. That's just huge. You already dug yourself a little hole losing 3 games in conference play, but now 3-1 at home overall. 1-3 in the SSC, and you've evened that record up at 4-4. Have to feel a little bit better about yourself at this point. Yeah,
we finally got one. I feel like that's all we needed is one conference win to get us going. We've been working hard in practice. Coach has been on our butt, saying that if we want to win, we got our conference games most important. So we've been thinking about this game for a while.